So I don't tend to normally do these kinds of videos, and forgive me for if it's awkward, but it's gonna be going on my secondary channel. So if you're not used to me being awkward, I'd be surprised, because the people that know about this channel probably know me pretty well already. I kind of wanted. I'm playing live, by the way. So if I act really confused and I like go silent for a bit, that's because I'm like focusing on the game. But I kind of wanted to talk a bit about my channel and in general, just kind of what I've been up to. Not so much like what I'm busy with, but rather just kind of how I've been treating the channel. Because I think at the very least I owe that to people. Because, I mean, I know that I follow the TF2 niche, so a lot of people just watch me for like that kind of stuff. But I do know a lot of people genuinely like me as a person, and I appreciate that. And I think it's time I give you some respect by actually talking about like what's going on with my channel and all that, and kind of just being straight, because I'm still young and I'm still trying to figure out how what kind of a person I want to be, but I think I'm getting there, and I'm pretty happy so far with the kind of progress I've made as a person. But enough stalling. I should probably get on with it. How come I've been uploading a lot less, and how come I've been uploading a lot shorter? The easiest explanation is an artistic decision. I don't think making a lot of short. I don't think making a lot of constant live videos that are 10 minutes in length are what I want my channel to be. I would rather my channel have a lot of rewatchability, just be, some short 5-10 minute videos with a lot of effort put into them that people genuinely enjoy, and they're not just watching it as background noise. You know what I mean? I want people to know me for me, and not just, oh, his voice is all right and he plays the games I like, so I'll watch him. No, I want to really have some personality in my work. And in recent months, not so much recent, in the last 4 or 5 months, I kind of decided that I would not be making as many live videos and stuff like that, in favor of doing that, just kind of making, what, like, putting, like, coming up with ideas and putting a lot of effort into them. I've done a lot of experimenting on what I kind of want to do with my channel. I've experimented with trying to stream more. I've experimented with trying to do live stuff more. And out of all of it, I I was the most happy with just taking my time on videos and releasing things I was happy with. And that's pretty much where I am now. So I'm going to turn the audio down a bit because it kind of throws me off when I can hear voices. Sorry, this is so weird. But yeah, like, I know I probably seem like a much different person than I was when I was at 10,000 subscribers. I know I did a lot more live stuff with Voltroid and Tyke and my old UGC teams and things like that. And a part of me does miss that a lot. I do miss kind of being able to do whatever I want with my channel, and it'd just be live stuff, and I would enjoy it. Like, but at the end of the day, some of those videos I look back on, and I enjoy them because they're like my past. But as a standalone video, I think there's a lot I could have done better. So I kind of I have a lot of pride in what I do. Never take sponsors. I get a lot of emails about, like, hey, can you show off our custom Xbox controller or our stupid Android, like, iOS app. I don't take any of those. It's not about the money for me. I just want to make stuff that I genuinely, because I grew up on this kind of stuff from age 13 to now, and I'm 19. I watched YouTube videos, Star, Germa, Vinesauce, Skidscape. I watched a lot of YouTube growing up, and I still do. And I know it sounds weird saying grew up, because it's not. It hasn't been that long, and I know I'm starting to get to the point where I'm really not a kid, and even like people's eyes. Like you'll probably look at me and think, well, he's a young adult, he's not a kid, so this is kind of irrelevant information. The point I'm getting at is I grew up watching the kind of content that I want to create now. Stuff that has a lot of heart into it. Stuff that's genuine, not just someone trying to make a living off of YouTube, you know? That's what that's the path that I'm trying to follow right now. Now, it has crossed my mind, maybe YouTube's just not for me. Recently, not so recently like the past week, but, you know, in the last 4 or 5 months, the idea did dawn. Maybe, you know, because it's hard, like, it's a lot easier to live off YouTube if you're willing to sacrifice some integrity and just make a lot of less edited, quicker content that you can just throw out every week. And it can be harder to live off of YouTube if you're making shorter content and you're not really getting fat view numbers. Like, I get fair view numbers, but I'm not getting consistently 100,000 on every non-TF2 video. I've only made 2 or 3, and they've done alright, but point I'm getting at is that it can be hard to live off of YouTube like that, and it's crossed my mind that maybe it's a better idea that I just go back to school and focus on that. Or maybe I just see if there's a career choice that I can go down. But nothing really made me as happy as making videos has. I value creative input on whatever I do in life. I really like having control of what I'm doing. I'm not very good at working for people or working with customers or anything like that. But I think I've always been pretty good at just building off of my own ideas, making things that I want to make, and, you know, just doing that. Like, I love doing it when it wasn't a job, and it, as much as it pains me to say, it kind of is my job now because it's my main source of income, and, you know, I'm not in school, I'm not working, so it really is it's the only thing that I have an excuse to really be focusing on right now. I mean, I have an excuse to focus on school and stuff, but I'm not in it. So therefore, I should be putting a lot of I'm sorry. Logically, I should be putting a lot of effort into something. And if it's not school or work, then it should be videos. And it can come off as mean that I'm I'm so sorry. It can come off as that I'm not doing that based on the fact that I'm not uploading nearly as much as I used to, and I'm uploading much shorter stuff than I used to. But I assure you that is not because I'm not taking it as seriously or that I'm not enjoying it or anything. It's that is what I want. That's what I want to make. I want to make shorter stuff, and I'm going to have to be straight with you. I'm not enjoying TF2 nearly as much as I used to. None of my friends really play it anymore. I mean, I got my friends play it, but they don't play it like we used to, you know, just for hours on end, pubbing and stuff like that. It doesn't happen anymore. My close friends like Voltroid, Tyke, Chards, I don't want to like hurt friends' feelings by not saying their name because I try to talk to everyone that talks to me. But my main posse, I should say, doesn't really play it. And even the people that I don't talk to as much don't play it as much. So, like, sorry, I'm also trying to juggle, like, remembering what I'm doing here. And I'm really starting to remember why I don't do commentaries, because I'm bad at staying on track. I'm a lot better when I can jump cut. So, what I was saying was that my friends don't play it as much as they used to. I don't play it as much as I used to. And the game is just, it's getting stale for me. And I think part of that is, you know, I have so many hours in the game, and it can be hard to enjoy a game when you have that many. You know, whenever I make a video, I want it to be unique. If someone's done it before, I at least want to be able to do it better. But the most important thing is I want to do something that I'm proud of and I believe like someone else will enjoy. And I don't think people will enjoy me playing TF2 just for the sake of, well, that's the game that I'm good at. I think I'm much better off expanding my horizons to trying other things. And I don't know if I'm going to be a big streamer. I'm definitely not going to avoid streaming, but as people, what's the word? I'm so sorry about this. People who frequenters. It's a synonym for frequenters. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to jump cut this. Regulars. I got it. It's regulars. So regulars of my stream know I'm very inconsistent on how often I stream. I'll stream twice 1 week and then I'll disappear for 2 months. I'm like, you can probably get an idea based off of this video alone that I'm really not good at talking for long amounts of time alone. I'm pretty good with friends, but I mostly only play with Tyke and a bit of Ultraid, and we don't have huge conversations or anything. So I just don't really think streaming is my strong suit. I think I can bring a lot more to the table when I can script and edit and kind of come up with stuff. So don't expect me to be streaming as much as you might like me to, or you might just have expected me to. Don't expect expect me to make stuff that I am proud of, because it's always been a bit of my it's always been my philosophy with my channel. Just make stuff that I enjoy. But now more than ever, I've really come to know myself, I guess, and kind of know what I'm willing to do, what I'm willing to sacrifice to like upload and stuff like that. So I hope this is kind of explained a lot, because I know I don't do these kind of videos nearly as much as I used to. I don't sit down and talk just about myself, because I never like talking about myself. And, you know, like I said, I've been making shorter videos, so naturally I'm not making commentaries or stuff like this. And when I do, I usually try to keep it brief and only when I really need to do it. Like when I said, like, in 3 different videos that I'm not gonna, like, I explained why I'm not making TF2 videos. This is the same thing. It's just one last explanation, not even for you. It's for me, because I watch my own videos. That's a huge philosophy of mine too. I need to make videos that I can enjoy. I mean, every other day I'll watch at least one of my videos. And I know that can kind of sound like I'm jerking myself off, but I'm a pretty nostalgic guy. And I like to see what I've been through and what I've done and like what I've thought of. So, yeah, I usually try to make stuff that I can watch, because if I can't watch it, then nobody else will. So, I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at this. Yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I know that I'm pretty bad at being an individual person. Definitely, there's been a lot of influence from other people, but as I reach adulthood, it's pretty important to kind of develop your own character, which it's okay to mimic other people and, you know, kind of, like, let's say, there's not a good way to word this. Basically, I'm coming to terms with who I am, and who I am is somebody that makes shorter videos. I hope that gives you an idea of what I'm getting at here. I know I also circle around the same things a lot, but that's not because I like it. That's because I'm an awkward person. I'll give you an example, and I think she's alright with me saying this because I think it's kind of funny. Sorry, I cut it there because I got a little far off topic. Like, it had nothing to do with anything. That's you know what? I'm not going to drag this out any longer than it needs to be. I've gotten my point across, hopefully. The reason I make shorter videos is because it's what I want to do. And I've said it 1,000 times, and I'm going to say it again. I'm gonna make some non-TF2 stuff, but I'm also not quitting TF2. I need to reiterate that because I really want to make it important that I'll never quit TF2, but one day TF2 will not be my main focus, and I think I'm getting to that point. So what that means is, while I will still make TF2 videos whenever I come up with an idea for one, I'm not gonna only be uploading TF2. My next video, I'm hoping, I already have an idea, is not going to be a TF2 video. And I know it's not going to get as many views, but that's not important to me. What's important to me is talking about stuff that I want to talk about and making videos on stuff that I think is good. So that's the philosophy going forward, and hopefully this is cleared up. I'm not gonna say that. If I ever need to make videos like this, or I just feel like talking and kind of clearing stuff up, it's gonna go on my second channel, because that's not the kind of content I want to fill my main channel with. My main channel is a sanctuary for stuff that I'm happy with, and although I'm happy with stuff like this, I don't think it's a good. It wouldn't go well on a resume. That's not the reason, but that kind of makes sense. That kind of explains what I'm getting at here. I want all of my best stuff to be on my main, so I'm gonna put all my best stuff on my main. And you know, I'm gonna try to follow YouTube as a career, but I'm not gonna sacrifice my integrity for that. You know, I'm not gonna. If I ever do something shallow, like sell out and like shill out a product or things like that, I mean, I'm not going to say I'll never do it, because there may come a day that I really like something and there's an opportunity, and I don't want to pigeonhole myself into saying I'll never do it. But the point I'm getting at is that I will always value my respect for my viewers and my pride in my own content over having to make a living off of it. So, you know, if I have to quit because I can't make a living off of it, because I can't make a living off of videos, I will do that before I start making Let's Plays and taking every promotional thing I can. So, if you didn't know much about me before this video, hopefully this has kind of given you some insight on what's going on with me. And if you're someone who's been concerned with my absence, like my emotional absence as a individual from my videos, because I've been doing a lot shorter stuff that doesn't really show off who I am as much, hopefully this kind of goes into it. And by the way, when I say shorter stuff, I don't mean I'll never do live things, because I do live things. My Jet Set Radio was live. It just means that I'm not going to be making huge uncut stuff or stuff that's not, in my eyes, unique. I'm going to be making things that I think are enjoyable. And if it's not enjoyable, then that's pretty much my whole channel. It's not enjoyable in the first place, so why am I even putting myself up to this standard? It's not like anybody else is holding me up to them. Anyways, yeah. I know I circle the same shit over and over. I'll try to improve on it, but I think this has pretty much cleared up everything I need. Bye-bye.